Welcome to this episode of our Tech Podcast, where we dive into the world of database monitoring with a spotlight on an exciting tool called PGWATCH. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by managing your PostgreSQL databases, we're about to explore a solution that transforms how we oversee performance and metrics. Let's kick things off with a little background on PGWATCH. This tool, an evolution of PGWATCH 2, offers a fresh approach to monitoring PostgreSQL databases. It's like having a health monitor for your database environment, providing insights into what's going on behind the scenes. But what makes it stand out? Well, to get started, you can easily run a demo using Docker. Yes, Docker. You've probably heard of it as the virtual powerhouse for developers. By simply executing a few commands, you can have a fully functional PGWATCH environment up and running. Imagine logging into Grafana, which is like the command center for your metrics, showcasing a live dashboard of your database health. So let's paint a picture here. You're sitting in your office or on your couch, and with just a few keystrokes, you can access a comprehensive overview of your database's performance. If you're curious about what those performance metrics look like, you would, for instance, see transaction rates, latencies, and any bottlenecks, all at your fingertips. That's pretty powerful, right? Now, if you're interested in setting it up for real-world use, the PGWATCH Docker image is the way to go. I mean, who wouldn't want their monitoring to be both robust and user-friendly? Once it's running, you can monitor a test database and play around in the built-in web UI, experimenting with the various features without any risk. Now, thinking about real-life applications, how important is it for businesses to have real-time data on their databases? Imagine running a retail website, particularly during holiday sales seasons. If your database starts underperforming, you could lose sales in real time. With PGWATCH, you can proactively keep an eye on those transaction rates and quickly jump in if something seems off. It's like having a traffic signal that lets you know when to slow down or speed up. Speaking of performance, let's touch on creating a workload to stress test your database with something called PGBench. It's pretty cool. You can generate a simulated workload that mimics real user activity on your database. This allows you to see how it handles pressure, which is vital before rolling it out in production. And if you're tinkering with configurations or source code, you'll appreciate that it's straightforward to rebuild and restart the PGWATCH agent. It makes the whole developmental process smoother. You don't want to be bogged down by endless setups when you're trying to implement new features. Now, for those who like to keep an eye on things, the logs are essential. Even if you're running things in detached mode, following the logs can give you insight into how your setup is performing. It's a handy way to catch any anomalies in real time without diving deep into the database itself. Well, as we wrap up our discussion, let's remember, monitoring your database isn't just about keeping track of metrics. It's about ensuring that your application, be it a simple blog, an enterprise solution, or an e-commerce site, runs smoothly and efficiently. PGWATCH is a great solution that checks all these boxes and more. To the listeners out there, if you decide to dive into PGWATCH, we'd love to hear about your experiences. How has it changed your approach to database management? Until next time, keep those databases healthy and running smoothly.